football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense takes the field to start this game off. The games etched in the lore of this rivalry are typically tight last-second field goals and the like, but Wisconsin wanted a blowout a year ago.
Yeah, the Badgers grabbed that axe and bludgeoned the Gophers a year ago. Just beat them down. They know that. They've heard about it, and they've talked about it all year long. That's not something you forget. Paul, if you know that taste in your mouth, you will do anything to get it out.
They want to do it again, too. We talked to some of these Wisconsin players. They said running out onto the field, grabbing the axe, and holding it up high was one of the best moments of their careers. And the fact that they won the game is in a...
Breaks into the open. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. A little screen to the running back. At the 45 on his way. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Wisconsin. A great catch and run for 6.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Minnesota's offense will go to work for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hurt.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Hayes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground.
you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hayes.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Pocket breaking down. Turning it on. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. They'll run play action. Trying to barrel in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Paul Bunyan's axe is one of the great trophies in college football, but you know, they used to play for a slab of bacon before it disappeared. And you'd rather play for an axe or a slab of bacon, Dave?
Absolutely, I'd rather play for an axe. Way more tough, way more manly. And by the way, I don't eat bacon anyways. I don't need the food. Palmer, give me the axe.
I'm going to go bacon because bacon makes everything taste better, and it's the smoky notes that really give it that extra little flair. So I'll go bacon, but can I cut it with the axe?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for room. It's Marshall. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. This offense has it with really good field position. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. These old rivals have gone at it for a long time, first meeting way back in 1890. It is the most played rivalry at the highest level of college football.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. And even though this game hasn't always had national championship implications or Heisman Trophy implications necessarily, this game defines what's so great about college football. It's the rivalries, right? You don't have to be necessarily a fan of either of these two schools, but appreciating the history, I think, is what makes this game so unique.
Yeah, and the trophy games are so fun, just to watch the teams react at the end. And they know, starting this game off, one of them is going to run across the field and get an enormous axe. How flipping cool is that?
They think there's room to run to the right here. He has the first and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set, first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. They're going to run it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
This just looks like too much backyard football from this quarterback right now. We've already seen a pick in this game. Bad fundamentals on that last throw, throwing it off his back leg. He needs to trust his coaching. He just needs to settle himself down.
Zings it complete to the right. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for room. It's Marshall. That gives him 54 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then get...
There he goes! They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Badgers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badger.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And on 2nd and short, no tight formation here. 3 receivers left. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Hayes. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
And the Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Glenn. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Using the quick game. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just balling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Hand off to Jones. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
From the red zone, it's Marshall. Just steamrolling the defense. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's long. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Big guy smells it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Trying to pound it in. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And then one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Surging forward on the sneak. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, Paul Bunyan's axe on the line, and already Minnesota and Wisconsin have given us some stirring moments.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get it.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. Touchdown, Badger! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Looking to throw on first down. Complete. Quick step and go. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got an open man. What a cut. Now he's loose. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly. And then his...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota.
the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. They'll go to the air. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Golden Gophers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner will be knocked down. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the ground, it's Marshall. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The give to the lone running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Jones. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious, he's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
25. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Makes a grab on the shot. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a 1st down. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's long. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for a loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that 1st. Why not give it to him again?
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. makes the grab on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got enough for the first. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They're going to ride this running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
To the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Gonna run it. It's Marshall. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. They want that clock to run. He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
He'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff to Jones. Breaks into the open. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Handoff to the lone back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
They go to the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Badgers!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Third day coming up.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Defense playing a bail technique.
QB strikes the ball to stop
And
the
after
clock.
this play, the cake will be
On the
baked.
play. Second down coming up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. Wisconsin has Paul Bunyan's axe. Goalposts have been figuratively chopped down